In our morning rounds, changing the light bulbs in your house could help you sleep better. More than a third of Americans say they don't get the recommended 7 hours of sleep a night. A new study says replacing regular light bulbs with a special bulb that emits less blue light could get you to fall asleep faster. We have both types of light bulbs under lampshades, as you can see here in the studio. On the left is a lamp with a normal fluorescent bulb. Looks a little blue. On the right, you can see the special LED night bulb. Michael Breus is a clinical psychologist and specialist in sleep medicine. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So blue is bad for sleep.
Blue is bad for sleep. So it turns out that there's a very particular wavelength of light that's blue, and when it hits certain cells in your eye called melanopsin cells, it tells them to turn off the melatonin faucet in your brain. Well, you kind of want that faucet on when you're trying to fall asleep at night. And now there's technology that we can all have in our homes that can allow us to do that.
So this is just your average light bulb. It's not any.
Here it is.
This is the one that helps you sleep.
This is the one. Yeah. And it's pretty interesting. So I actually have these in my home in my bedside table lamps. And I also have them in my kids' rooms because I don't want my kids having light exposure at night. And then they also make a bulb that's the opposite of this. It's called the Good Day bulb. And my son has no idea, but I have those in his bathroom. So in the morning when he gets in there, it's like the sun comes in and helps wake him up.
I'm missing something here. Why do you have the light on when you're trying to sleep?
So it's before bed. So if you're reading or whatever you're doing right before bed, you wouldn't have it on during sleep.
What do you call that?
This one is called the Good Night light bulb. I think it runs about $25. It's available, I think, on Amazon, various websites, things like that. And in my studies, I found other things besides light bulbs that can help with this blue light exposure at night. So there's a computer program that you can download for free called Flux, and you put in the times that you want it to, and it'll automatically change the light that's being emitted there. There are apps, so if you look on your, for example, I have an iPhone, there's something called Night Shift that you can turn on that will lower that. I even recently discovered a supplement that you can ingest called Bluetine, and it actually increases the natural blue light filters in the eye. So there's some amazing technology going on out there.
One of the things that I think people struggle with is getting up in the middle of the night and having to turn on a light. Right. I've always used a red light bulb because they say that that's
there you go.
Would this work in the same way?
This would work in exactly the same way.
A red light bulb. Yeah. Tell them why.
Yeah, so because again, this blue light, there was a new study that came out this week that talked about, this is from researchers, doctors Rahman, Hillary, and Lockley out of Harvard, and what they discovered was when they compared fluorescent bulbs to the technology that's in this bulb, not only did people have higher melatonin with this bulb, but better alertness the next day, which is really the key factor for many people out there.
Yeah, it doesn't wake you up, apparently.
Right, exactly. So it's pretty interesting stuff. We really need to start thinking about light as medicine, right? Light, it affects all aspects of our health. It affects us in lots of different ways. You know, just like there's junk food, I think there's junk light.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.